Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and I have some good news today. Okay, so a friend of mine from Japan, we actually met all the time. We met actually playing, I think it was called something with Brothers. It was a first-person a shooter game, and we became friends after that and started playing even World of Warcraft and a bunch of other games. Yes, I am a geek. So what? So we actually met. So anyways, he spoke to me, and he's from Japan, and he told me that Nintendo has basically, in a nutshell, released systems right now without an AC adapter. Now, if you guys remember some of I think it was the PlayStation 3 that wasn't included with an AC adapter, but I know also back in the day, like when you went into the Dreamcast or something like that, the Dreamcast included, I think, everything, and the other ones didn't include a certain cable for your TV. So basically what Nintendo is trying to do, now if you guys remember when I told you guys that Sony Vita, Sony's PlayStation Vita made an ultimate mistake, and the ultimate mistake was that they didn't understand that, you know, software has anything to do with people wanting to buy the hardware. So they didn't release any good games for it after a while, and then they were bitching and complaining why they couldn't sell any more Vitas, PlayStation Vitas. So Nintendo, again, doing stupid decisions as usual. Instead of coming out and focusing more on content that'll make people drive, it's not really the price people are worried about. Now, for example, you could buy which my friends have, all of them, including myself. We have this beauty right here, and I'm a big, obviously I showed you guys I have a Vita, I have a PSP, I have the Game Boy Advance, I have pretty much all of that, and of course the 3DS, as I showed you guys. So I am a big portable guy. I love portable. I'm in New York City, and we just, we dig portable. So pretty much in a nutshell, a lot of my friends who have a Wii U also have a 3DS, just like I did. But they don't want to jump, not just because of the price of the unit itself. Even if it was $200, they don't want to make that jump and spend $200. And they have a right for doing so. Why? Because most of the games are remakes on the Nintendo Switch, other than, Mario Odyssey and probably a few other games. But every other thing is a remake. Even Breath of the Wild, okay, which is like the sole purpose, that and WWE was the sole purpose, and I'll say Odyssey, were the sole purpose of why I bought the Nintendo Switch in the first place. Plus the portability, which is a big deal for me. But those people that portability is not a big deal, they didn't care. And they're not going to update no matter what. There's no need to update. There's absolutely no need when you have remakes on the other system. Okay, on the newer system, which I think is extremely stupid. I think they should have remakes, but they should also have brand new games. For example, trying to tell people a new Bayonetta is coming out and then marketing Bayonetta 1 and 2 as a package, which is a remake instead of Bayonetta 3. Or a new Donkey Kong Country would have been great to buy as a deluxe package with Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze. The idea of charging for old games $60 is beyond stupid when you could just buy it for the Nintendo Switch for the Nintendo Wii U for dirt cheap. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, even though I give credit to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which did it pretty much from the ground up, as you can see, not really ground up because they still took the story and everything else, but the fur, the stuff, the coding, all of that stuff. The coding is probably copy and paste, but the fur, the mechanics, and all of that is probably a little bit different from what I can remember. And obviously, there's even side-by-side comparisons now on YouTube, which validates my point. But the point is, it's still a remake. And if you beat the game, you beat the game. There's no point for you. Most Wii U gamers already beat most of these games that are already on the Switch, and they don't even feel like playing it on the portable, even if portability is an issue. They're not going to want to play these games that they beat the crap out of. For example, me, I played Doom, and I beat the hell out of it on the PC. I played Wolfenstein, on the PC, New Order, and also, Part 2, and also the old ones. But the thing is, you're not going to want to play it again, buy a $60 game, spend $60 on a game you beat the hell out of, even on like the worst difficulty ever, and you beat it. You're not going to want to play that again, portability or not. It's not going to make that much. I mean, some of you guys might like it because you have the Switch, but would you really buy the Switch solely for that purpose? I mean, come on, no. So, I mean, they need to come out with new games, like a new Bayonetta, which I'm sure they will, but, now, while they're riding the tides. The Smash Brothers is coming out. That's great, a brand new one. The tennis, Mario Tennis, and they're coming out with great games and a great lineup. That's what sells the systems. But apparently, they don't think it's, based on what they're showing here, they don't think it's the games. They think it's the price of the actual Nintendo Switch. Now, I said that, I told you guys before, that eventually they will lower it. If you look at my first video, I said that 300 is a little steep for the new handheld system, even though it's a system in itself. It would have been great to have it at 250 and below. Remember, I actually said this, and it's happening right now, but with an absence of the AC adapter. But get this, if you are a Mr. Portable guy like I am, 3DS, and I play it very sparingly sometimes, I play it on my docking station. So you don't want the dock, you don't want the AC adapter, you don't want any of that. You just want to charge the damn thing and take it on the go. Now you can actually buy this new 3DS. Okay, that's the way you got to look at it. This new handheld system with awesome graphics, and you'll be able to buy it for about $250. So you get $50 deducted out of it. I would have loved if it would have dropped to $225 or $200. I think that would have made a difference in terms of people who want to make the jump but don't have money to do so. Okay, so I think $200 would have been a great cut, $225. But I did say before, $250 to $200 is a good middle ground. Now, this is going on in Japan, so we don't know if this is going to come to the U.S., but I'm almost 100% sure it probably will, especially during the holiday times. They're going to want to get these Switches out and about, and when people are going to buy them, they're going to be forced to buy the software, whether it's remakes or not. That'll be whatever's left is left, but people will be suckered into buying it. I'm not going to say suckered, but it is to buy a system. They're going to be suckered if all they have is remakes, but they have a good lineup that's coming up, so I'm hoping everything's going to go well and Nintendo is actually learning from their mistakes as they go along. But that's pretty much what I have to say about that. So basically what's going to happen is, hopefully, it's going to be about the $250 when you from yen to USDs, it comes out to about $250, $260, $245, something like that. But if it comes to America, I'm willing to bet that's going to be about the thing here. Now, I would have loved it if they would have included a game, let's say, for $250. But again, Nintendo, that's one thing I like about them, is that they're looking where they could cut corners, okay? So they're saying, okay, well, based on our clientele, a lot of us, whoever plays it, now I'm not going to be dissing out Nintendo fans, I'm a Nintendo fan, but I think we could all agree with it. Whoever is going to actually play this on the docking station cannot compare this to a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox 360 or even really a PlayStation 3. It's probably up to par with Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 maybe. But PlayStation 4, it's not going to be as strong as that. PlayStation 5, whenever the hell that comes out, it won't be as strong as that. But when we get this system, we get it for its, Mario games, its Zelda games, and I think the biggest thing, especially on forums, a lot of people are saying it's the portability factor. Okay, so portability-wise, if the majority is portability, it's a smart move on Nintendo to say, you know what, screw the AC adapter. All you need is one of these approved wires here. Charge the damn thing and just go. Screw the dock, screw everything, and just take it. Now, here's the weird part. He told me there's one with a dock but no AC adapter. And there's also ones that are being sold without a dock. So it's a little weird. So I checked online and I saw that they were just saying it was the ones without an AC adapter. But no, there's also ones that you get it even probably less. I think it was $135 or something. I'm not sure. I don't want to, misquote here. Without a dock as well. And it comes out a little cheaper. So this might be a good move on Nintendo's end after all. If they're to release something for the portable, for the people who are strictly in it for the portability. So they could just say, well, you know what, we're going to sell this Switch to you for $235 or $250, even $250. And you can, with the other $50, buy a video, buy a game. Or maybe if they include a game, that would be really cool. But that would probably be a good move. But again, Nintendo, your number one thing is to release software that people want, software that people go after. When they're hungry, I mean, you remember, this is what happened between the, between the Dreamcast and the PlayStation, if you guys remember. PlayStation had more content, and therefore they sold more. PlayStation 2 versus, PlayStation 3 versus, Xbox 360. A lot of people wanted to buy the PlayStation 3, again, due to the content that they had. The majority of the content. So you had a lot of a big library to pick from. And that's really what it comes down to. And in fact, PSP, the PlayStation Portable, did pretty well because it had a pretty good software lineup. After they started getting lazy, it started to die. And then, of course, the PS Vita, which had a great lineup in the beginning, and then just you know, died, which was the stupidest thing Sony could have done. But that's what I'm telling you guys here. So actually, there's going to be some cheaper options that are going to be available. I'm almost 100% sure. Again, I don't like making videos on rumors, but I wanted to alert you guys. So there's going to be lower priced probably Switch that's going to be on the go, and to all you portable fans like myself who barely play it on the big screen, just know that you have that option, and that's a pretty cool thing to have. Just remember, you can't buy third-party docks or whatever, so if you were to buy the dock in the end, it would be, you know, 60, 70, 80 bucks or whatever the hell they put that plastic junk that scratches up your system too. But the thing is, they also have now a new one that's out that doesn't have that stupid thing that scratches it. So I mean, you have some things to choose from. But the thing is, what you guys need to know is, if you're portable fans like myself, that's what it is. If you guys are, you know, gamers on the screen, on the big screen pretty much, well, you're kind of screwed with that $300 mark. But it is what it is. I don't regret my purchase of the Switch. I do love my Switch. I take it everywhere with me. I no longer take the Vita with me. I no longer take my PlayStation Portable with me. I don't, you know, sometimes I take my my 3DS with me because it still has awesome games on it. But I overall, I just love, and I've been on a kick on this right here, a big kick. You know, it's funny because I just beat it on the Switch not so long ago, so I wanted to play it to actually beat my games, because I got so many games for the 3DS that I didn't even play. I just bought them because it was a closeout sale in some store, and I just wanted to play the hell out of them. So, but now it's pretty much all the way Nintendo Switch, and I highly recommend that people do get it once they get all the screw-ups in order. Do get it, and that's it. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, comment down below if you would like to see a price like that. Again, Nintendo does have their internet research department, which actually every corporation has. Of course, they're stupid because they don't actually listen for the most part, but sometimes they do. So definitely comment down below. Let them know. Let me know also how you feel about would it make, for you guys that don't have a Switch, would this make a difference that you would want to buy it now that it's going to probably be at $250 without an AC adapter, just to know that it's going to be pretty much a portable device till you're ready to go on and get yourself a dock. Will that be an option for you, or would you just like to get the whole damn thing and have them lower down the 300 portion down? I think they're taking a little bit of a loss on every system, to be honest with you. They're doing what Microsoft did with the original Xbox, and they're focusing mostly on selling the content. But again, based on what I'm looking at, they are making money, but on the actual system. But it doesn't look like the big sales that they made on their all their other systems in the past, like the Nintendo 64, the Nintendo Super Nintendo, and so on and so forth. I think they're focusing more on the software, which is good, except they're not releasing any software that is brand new. Mostly are remakes, and right now we're going to get some new games coming out. But they need more third-party developers to release newer games, and not like Blind Squirrel, who did WWE 2K18 and turned it into the disgusting mess that it is today. So just to have somebody who knows what they're doing and release something awesome would be really, really cool. I love remakes, whatever, but release it with the brand new versions as a deluxe package, or release it after, or I don't know what to say. But the thing is, I just think there's a lot of issues with Nintendo in terms of their marketing strategy, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be better as time goes, you know, as time goes by. So right now, I do think that might be a good thing for people who want to get the Switch and just give a damn about portability, or people who want to get the Switch and it's too expensive and want to get the dock later, and are willing to be portable for a while till they're willing to do that. I think that is a good option. But in terms of people that are stuck on the Wii U and they're debating on whether or not to make a jump, I really don't think that's going to make a crap of a difference. The jump itself is going to be, because they're used to playing on the big screen, they don't care that much about portability. I don't see them making that jump. And in fact, many of the ones I know, including from my family and friends and people on forums, that said until they release enough games and like good software that we want to get it, we're not going to make that jump because it's exactly a remake. So what's the point? It's stupid. It's oxymoron to want something like that if the same games were for it and you beat the hell out of it and just play it on another thing and portability is not an issue. You get it? So you're just going from one big screen to the other, playing with probably a little bit mastered graphics, but it's the same crap. Release more games. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.